Hey everybody, it's Preston here, aka Godzilla Hog, and I'm here to do a quick Royal Rumble review. I'm gonna try and keep this short as I can. A little tired, but I'm gonna go ahead and name the winners of the contest very quickly. The winner of the Women's Royal Rumble contest was number 17, which was Charlotte Flair. That is AEW Slam Zone. That is formerly known as Michael Miner. So congratulations, Michael Miner. He won his first Rumble. And then the winner of number 16 for the men's was RSB Champ, who won with Drew McIntyre. So RSB Champ is another one who's never won a Rumble before, so congratulations to him. So what that is you guys give me a few topics to do on YouTube, and then I'll decide out of those few topics which one I'll be doing out of those. So you guys choose the few topics you want me to do on this channel, appropriate of course, and then I'll pick one of the topics and I'll do it here for YouTube. So that goes for RSB Champ and AEW Slam. So you guys get to choose the different topics I decide to do. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this Rumble review. Excuse me. So let's see, what was the opener again? I have the thing right here. So opening contest was Roman Reigns versus King Corbin in a Falls Count Anywhere match. I'll admit this right now, this was actually a lot of fun. This is again, this is coming from a guy that absolutely cannot stand Roman Reigns and King Corbin matches. I don't like this feud. I never liked this feud. Their TLC match was a joke, but this is easily their best match. This match was a lot of fun, actually. I really enjoyed this. I really did like this match a lot. And so they brawler everywhere in the stadium. So it was a baseball stadium again, so like last year. So they were able to take advantage of stipulation, then kind of ran around the arena a lot. In fact, I would say, yeah, most of the match, I think like maybe 5 minutes, maybe 3-4 minutes of the match was actually in the ring. The rest of it was everywhere else. It was a lot of fun. They brawled everywhere. They did some cool spots there. Usos got involved with when Robert Bruno and Dolph Ziggler got involved. Brawl, splashes everywhere, and at the end of it, Roman Reigns won. Right outcome. And Roman Reigns wins. So hopefully this means this feud ends. That this feud's done. So I'm glad this is over. Hopefully it's over. Reigns wins. Right outcome. Again, very fun match. I'm gonna say that this was a fun match. And you guys, you know me, so I'm not bullshitting you when I say this was bad or this was fun. I mean, this was a lot of fun. Then we get to the Women's Royal Rumble. Now, I thought the Women's Rumble was good for what it was, but it had a lot of fucking issues. So, we have Bianca Belair, who is a member of NXT, who started off with Alexa Bliss. We have Maya Molly, who was a free agent or a Hall of Famer. I think she's a Hall of Famer. Is she? I don't remember. So it was Molly Holly, but this time Maya Molly came out and get up. We have Nick Cross, Lana, Mercedes Martinez. I like that. Liv Morgan, who looked great. Candice LeRae, Sonya Deville, Kairi Sane, who did not last long. She got eliminated. That really pissed me off. I really want Kairi Sane to win. Mia Yim. Mia Yim, Dana Brooke, returning Tamina. Ugh. Dakota Kai, that one made me mad too because she got eliminated because Tegan Nox is also in this match. She should have eliminated Dakota Kai, but they didn't. Chelsea Green was in, almost immediately eliminated. Charlotte Flair, Naomi, returning Naomi, Beth Phoenix, which by the way, Beth Phoenix, I gotta give her credit, took a nasty bump to the head. I forgot, I think when she got her head bashed on that turnbuckle early on, I think that's what caused it, but the back of her hair was badly busted open. It was bad. So Toni Storm was it next. God, I love Toni Storm for numerous reasons. Kelly, which was nice. I got to meet her personally. Total sweetheart. Sarah Logan, Natalia, Xia Li from NXT, Zelina Vega, My girl, Shotzi Blackheart, Carmella, Tegan Knox, of course. Santina Marella. I'm not even going to talk about that. And number 30 was Shayna Baszler. So Shayna Baszler was it. So Charlotte Flair ended up winning by eliminating Shayna Baszler. I did not like the fact that Charlotte Flair won. You know, if you watch my live reactions, even if you didn't watch my live reaction, if you watch my channel, I cannot stand Charlotte Flair. She's the female Roman Reigns. I hated this. I really fucking hated this. So that Charlotte Flair winning the Rumble basically almost ruined the entire Rumble. Almost entire Rumble for me. It almost did. You have Dakota Kai entering. She gets eliminated almost immediately. And Tegan Knox was in the match, so why didn't they have Tegan Knox just eliminate Dakota Kai? That made zero sense. Mercedes Martinez, I honestly wish she was in there a lot longer. I really thought she should have. See who else? There was somebody else too. Chelsea Green was almost in there, immediately eliminated. I'm trying to remember. And the Kairi Sane got eliminated very early on, that which was bullshit. Highlight of the entire Rumble itself, though, the Women's Rumble, hands down. First of all, Mandy Rose. Just when we thought she couldn't get any sexier, any hotter, she has that outfit on. And if you watch the Rumble, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Her outfit was so revealing. One wardrobe malfunction. This show was immediately a TV-14, if not R-rated product. Holy crap. But the highlight was Mandy Rose, when she first gets eliminated, she lands on Otis, who was underneath the ring. Otis rolled out of the ring, and Mandy Rose landed on top of her. And Otis's reaction. I love this. I cannot express this enough. Otis and Mandy Rose is by far the best thing. If that's not the best thing in WWE, it's at least the best thing on SmackDown, easily. The stuff they're doing is fucking hilarious. Otis is a natural treasure. He is Saw Monster's spirit animal. He is all of us guys. Oh my God. Otis is just amazing. I love him. But like I said, Charlotte Flair ended up winning. She ended up winning. I'm not happy about that, but that was number 17. So that was Michael Miner, AEW Slam Show. So he won the contest first time as Charlotte. So congratulations. Again, I thought it was a good Rumble, but there was a lot of stuff I did not like, especially the result. I hated that result. Next, we got Bayley versus Lacey Evans for SmackDown Women's Championship. It was a SmackDown match. It was a TV match. It was definitely the time killer. The time killer match. That was basically it. Nothing special. Bayley retains. Next, we have The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan in a strap match for the Universal Championship. I gotta give WWE a big fucking thank you. And I mean this, a huge thank you. No red lighting. Thank you. Thank you. That's all we want for Bray Wyatt matches. No more red lighting. Thank you. It was actually nice. I can watch a Bray Wyatt match and not have to be distracted by the fucking light. Thank you. And you know what? Because I was able to focus on this match, I'm not really a strap match fan. But of all the strap matches I think I've seen, this might have been the best one. Now, was this match better than the last year's or their match back in 2014? It depends on what you're mean. If you want a pure wrestling match, that match is by far better. Not even a question. But this match was easily another great showing, I thought. It was a little slow at the beginning. But it really picked up once Daniel Bryan got involved, and Bray Wyatt was doing his own thing. It was great. It got a good enough time. The crowd was into it, especially the Bryan stuff. One part of the spot of the night was Daniel Bryan went to try to go for a running knee. I think it was the third time. Bray Wyatt tried to catch his sister Abigail, but almost like he slipped and botched. But the way he did it was so cool. Bryan runs in. Bray catches him, lifts him up, and in the mid-air, getting off the ground a couple inches, lifts him up, and then does almost like a lifting Sister Abigail. It looks sick. The match was hard hitting. Bryan took the shit kicked out of him. Bryan gave Bray all of his one, so it wasn't one-sided. It was a back and forth contest, which I'm a big fan of. But at the end of it, the right outcome, it was the right outcome, and the Fiend won, which is, I think, everybody predicted. The Fiend Bray Wyatt ended up defeating Daniel Bryan with the mandible claw, pinning Bryan to the mat. So Fiend wins. I got really nothing else to say. I thought this was a very hard hitting. I thought this was a really fun match. I would even say this might have been Bray Wyatt's best match thus far in his career, as the Fiend anyway. Not saying if the Fiend hasn't had any bad matches, but they haven't been about quality wrestling. But this was easily Bray Wyatt's best match in terms of the Fiend persona. Easily. Next match, we have Becky Lynch versus Asuka in a Royal Rumble rematch from last year's, but this time it's for a Raw Women's Championship. Get this out of the way. This match was nowhere near as good as their last year's match. Last year's match was far superior. But this match was solid, I thought. It wasn't bad. I thought it was solid. But we know these two can do better. We've seen them have way better matches. Again, the Royal Rumble match last year that they had was awesome. That was a great match they had. This felt like a downgrade. But not saying this match was terrible. It was a solid match. But again, it did lack that intensity. It did lack the faster paced style, the more hard-hitting near falls, stuff like that. I mean, it got better towards the end, but like a good chunk of it was very like slow. The crowd was kind of quiet at times. So, unfortunately, Becky Lynch wins, which if I had my way, I would have had Kyrie win the Rumble and have Asuka win this match. That's personally what I would have done. Or if you're going to have Becky Lynch retain here, I would have had Shayna Baszler win the Women's Rumble. Just saying. But now with Charlotte Flair winning, it looks like we're going to get Charlotte and Becky Lynch, it looks like. That's all I'm going to say. So Becky Lynch retains. Solid match, but again, their last year match was far better. Then we have the Men's Royal Rumble match. So, the winner of Men's Royal Rumble was RSB champ at number 16. So, Brock Lesnar started off the Rumble. He eliminated Elias. Then he immediately eliminates Eric Rowan. Almost immediately. Then he eliminates Robert Roode, no problem. He eliminates John Morrison. He gets to Kofi Kingston. He's taking a little bit more time with Kofi Kingston. Rey Mysterio gets involved. Mysterio and Kofi try to do a little bit gain up, but they can't do it. Big E gets involved. The three of them are doing good. Now, I will say this. This was great. I'll give props. After Lesnar eliminated Rey, Big E was on like his hands and knees. Because I think Rey went to jump on Rey. Or Rey went to jump on Big E, so then Rey could pounce on Lesnar. But Lesnar grabbed him, Rey, threw him out, and then Lesnar ran, hopped on Big E's back while he was in dog position, jumped in the air, and did a flying clothesline to Kofi Kingston that looked fucking awesome. I will give Brock Lesnar props to that. That was cool. And he eliminates both of them. Cesaro gets a ring. A dream match I wanted to see, Cesaro and Lesnar. But then Brock Lesnar almost immediately eliminates Cesaro. Shelton Benjamin. He doesn't get in there. They start because of their history. They're friends. They were tag team partners at one time. They train together, and Lesnar immediately eliminates him. Nakamura, another dream match. Fun fact. Nakamura and Brock Lesnar once fought for the heavyweight championship in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Why the fuck didn't the commentators mention that? Because they're fucking retarded. Nakamura gets eliminated. Then, Legend returned. MVP. He gets eliminated by Lesnar. Yes, that MVP. Former United States champion. Then Keith Lee got involved. This was when things start turning around. I popped huge, and the crowd loved it. Keith Lee was giving it to Lesnar. Out came Strowman. The three men just beat the shit out of each other until Lesnar eliminated both of them. Out came Ricochet. Ricochet came out, was getting the shit kicked out of him, but again, Lesnar was super tired after fighting Lee and a lot of these other guys. Then Drew McIntyre came out. He just stared at Lesnar. And then out of nowhere, Lesnar takes off the gloves, but immediately gets kicked in the groin by Ricochet because karma's a bitch. And then McIntyre immediately eliminates Lesnar to a huge pop. McIntyre eliminated Brock Lesnar. So already, even if McIntyre did not win, that was clearly a setup for McIntyre versus Lesnar at WrestleMania. Out came The Miz. Ricochet got eliminated by McIntyre. McIntyre eliminated The Miz. Then AJ came in. And then Dolph Ziggler, Carl Anderson, which I thought was weird because I thought Otis and Tucker were in the Rumble, unless they took him out. Hell, Buddy Murphy wasn't even in this Rumble. They took him out. Thought that was weird. So it's McIntyre, AJ, Ziggler, and Anderson in the match. 21. One of my all-time favorite wrestlers. A man that I only saw him wrestle once live. Was back at my very first WWE show was Elimination Chamber 2011. In a skybox, inside the chamber, he was defending the World Heavyweight Championship in a chamber match. That was the first and last time I ever thought I would ever see him wrestle, ever, live. A man has been rumored for a year to be returning. A man that retired back in 2011, shortly after WrestleMania 27. 21 was the radar superstar, Edge. I nearly cried. And I lost my mind. And on one end, he looked old, but on the other hand, he looked good in the ring he was 21, so it wasn't like Here's the thing, he may have been old, but for the time he was in there, he was in 21, so he wasn't like he was in like the last, he wasn't like number 30 or anything like that. He was number 21. He was in there for a while, and he actually has abs. He has abs. He's been working out. He looked good. One of my favorite moments was when he speared AJ Styles, and AJ sold to him like a god. I miss Edge so much. I missed him. King Corbin came out to only get eliminated by McIntyre. Matt Riddle came out. King Corbin came out, but then it was Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle came out. Fuck, I really wanted him to fight Lesnar. And he almost gets eliminated. That was stupid. I admit, I thought Riddle should have lasted longer than that. That was bullshit. He got eliminated by Corbin. Then Corbin got eliminated by McIntyre. Out came Luke Gallows, Randy Orton. 26 was Roman Reigns. Oh, fuck. 27 was Kevin Owens. 28 was Aleister Black. 29 was Samoa Joe. And number 30 was CrossFit Jesus himself. And baby Twitter crier, Seth Rollins. Basically, Seth Rollins gets eliminated. Joe, Owens, Black get eliminated. Basically, we are down to the final four. Is Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Edge, and McIntyre. Edge and Orton working together because RKO, one of the best tag teams they did back in the day, were working together on McIntyre. They worked together on Reigns. And they almost teased like Orton was going to RKO Edge. Edge caught him and realized what he was doing. And Reigns was like, hey, man, I wasn't going to do anything. I didn't do anything. And it was like, okay, all right, fine. Let's go team on Reigns. And Edge immediately eliminated Orton. I love that. Edge was smart. You honestly see, that's what I love about Edge. He was so smart. Ultimate opportunist. That's always had Edge motto. Took advantage of the situation and he eliminated Orton. He eliminated Snake. He even did a really good spear to Reigns too. Reigns sold for Edge. Roman eliminated Edge though. Everyone booed. We are down to McIntyre and Roman Reigns. You could tell the minute Reigns was going to win, the crowd was going to shit all over the show. They were pissed already that Edge lost. And we all thought Reigns was going to win because he was the favorite. He was the number one favorite to win. Not only did Reigns not win, the man that eliminated Lesnar earlier eliminated Roman Reigns. Drew McIntyre, wins his very first Royal Rumble. His second Royal Rumble ever since returning. He eliminated Brock Lesnar, who's the WWE champion. And in the finals, he eliminates Roman Reigns. McIntyre is officially a megastar. The only thing McIntyre needs to do now is to win the championship at WrestleMania. That's all he needs to do. And signs are going to point it's going to be McIntyre and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And McIntyre is going to finally win the WWE Championship. That's been long overdue. McIntyre has deserved this. From the very beginning, he was just terrible. Then he had the gimmick of being the chosen one. Got way over pushed to the point that people hated him. They hated McIntyre. They didn't want anything to do with him. Then McIntyre went from being the chosen one to being 3MB. He was a jobber. He was not getting TV time. They got released. McIntyre then became Drew Galloway. He got in better shit. He got bigger. He made a bigger name for himself. Became a TNA heavyweight champion. Big name for himself outside. A few years later, he gets rehired to NXT. He wins the NXT championship. He loses it. He goes to the main roster. He wins the Raw Tag Team Championship with Ziggler. After that, he's floundering around with like Shane and King Corbin. He's just floundering with them. Actually, I just realized Rusev and Lashley were supposed to be in the Rumble too, but they were in it. So Otis Tucker, Buddy Murphy, Cain Velasquez, I heard, was supposed to be in it. And Rusev and Lashley. That's 6 people that were supposed to be in this Rumble that got taken out. I thought that was interesting. Now, a lot of people are pissed off because Sasha was not in the Women's Royal Rumble. Trust me, I was mad too because I was confused. Why was she not in it? But apparently, Sasha was injured. So that's why she was not in the Women's Rumble, if people are concerned. But that's still no excuse why they had Santana Marella in the fucking Women's Rumble. That's a disgrace. But McIntyre has finally won the Rumble. He's a babyface now. He eliminated Brock Lesnar. He eliminated Roman Reigns at the very end. McIntyre looked like a fucking beast in this match. And McIntyre deserves this. Now he's going to be, at this point, I think he needs to be in the main event. I think the match against Brock Lesnar needs to be the main event. And it's very obvious McIntyre needs to win the belt. You have won the Rumble. You've already built him up this strong. He needs to win the title. McIntyre is ready for this spot. He's been ready for a few years now. It's his time. He needs to win this. You could still have Reigns in the Fiend Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. Because at this point, I can't think of anybody else besides Bray Wyatt to fight Bray Wyatt except for me, Bryan. But you don't want to keep overdoing Bryan. It's going to get repetitive. So you can still do Reigns and have Reigns like win the chamber. If you do Reigns and Bray Wyatt, that's fine, but Bray needs to fucking win. He needs to retain the championship. I don't want him dropping that title anytime soon. But McIntyre for sure needs to win the title. He needs to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And the one thing I did like about that is after McIntyre eliminated Lesnar and Lesnar's still on the ground, he just stared at him. He was just staring at him. He would maybe like take out somebody, throw him out, and then just look back at Lesnar. He just had the dead look, like a wolf or a lion just stalking his prey, just staring out Lesnar. He did not care. He was focused on gaining Brock Lesnar. He wanted that title. He got his hands on Lesnar, and he fucking eliminated him. Star. So, holy shit, we got a lot of people. So, let me go ahead and read some of these chats very quick. But that was basically the Rumble. Harry Flynn, hey man. Bailey sucks. I'm not really a fan of her heel things, like not working with me. But Bailey as a wrestler, she's still great. It's just the heel thing's very. Charlotte is the best wrestler. That's your opinion, but she's extremely overrated, and I can name way better wrestlers. Io Shirai. Good Man's Rumble, great storytelling, something AEW isn't doing. If you don't think AEW is doing storytelling, then I don't know what you're watching. If you really are watching AEW, there is storytelling. You got MJF and Cody Rhodes is one of the best storylines right now. You got the Moxley and Jericho thing that they're doing. You got this friction between Omega and Heyman Page with the Elite. So that's 3 storylines they're doing. So if you think there's no storylines, then either you're trolling or you're literally just not watching the product, because there clearly is storytelling there. Just not enough, but there is storytelling that they're doing. Brock Lesnar was awesome. I'll admit, he actually did good tonight. I will give him credit. I agree about Brock. I hope he retains at Mania. Fuck no. If he retains, fuck that company. You should check out WWE. I'm not going to check out NWE. I'm sorry, I can't get into that. I definitely will check out NWE because AEW isn't doing it for me. Again, that's fine. Again, AEW is not for everybody. Everybody has different opinions on certain things. Good show. Yeah, I agree. Rumble sucked. Over half were eliminated by Raw, which would be fine, but it was individually. Well, that's how you expect it. I expected that to happen. It was Brock Lesnar. Come on, you honestly think it wasn't going to get crowded? I'm really upset about that. I don't blame you. How over is Edge? Troll question. I was surprised how good of a show it was. Had low expectations. I think we all agree. This was one of the worst built Royal Rumble shows ever, but they managed to pull something out of their ass. Still looks like he did on Vikings. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about Edge, yeah. Real needs a legit pitch. Agree. I guess John Morrison isn't done these future plans. They may have looked like Trump. I agree. Master Manipulator. Hey, how you doing? WWE needs to push Morrison too. I agree. Drew is trash. Well, that's your opinion. No character, no story. That's your opinion. Just a bodyguard. That's your opinion. No character, no story. Sounds like everything AEW do. Basically doing spots every week. Again, that's your opinion. They announced that Riz have actually gone to a fight before show. Oh, okay, so, well, okay, I didn't read that, so. But I explained the other ones then. Grand McIntyre won. Not enough to Kokai. I fucking agree. I hope they don't do Shinsuke him and have him lose at Mania. At this point, I want Nakamura versus AJ or Daniel Bryan for Intercontinental. I think that'll be the next best match for Bryan and for him. AEW is better than WWE, but this was a good show. I can agree to that. I'm glad Brock and Rowan didn't win. Yes, that we can agree on. Any predictions for tomorrow night? Nope. I like JMF. It's MJF. And yes, he is awesome. But I think that's going to do it here. That's going to do it here. I'm going to go ahead and end this video off. So with that being said, guys, I want to get a reminder. AEW Slam Zone, Michael Miner, and RSB Champ both won the Rumble contest. So you guys pick a few topics you want me to do for this channel, and I'll pick one of each of the few topics you decide to give me, and I'll do that topic as long as it's appropriate. So yeah, with that being said, congratulations RSB Champ and AEW Slam Zone. That's Michael Miner. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Give me down below what you guys thought about the show. I thought it was a very good show overall for the Rumble. It actually flowed by a lot quicker. It wasn't a 5-hour show. It was a little over 4-hour show. It flowed a lot better. So that's what I thought. Again, it has negatives. Obviously, it's going to have negatives, but I didn't leave the show angry. Now, if they left the Roman Reigns winning, then my review would be a little bit different. I'm just saying. But so that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I don't know when the next video will be coming out. We'll see what happens. I guarantee there will be an AEW Revolution review. There will be more pay-per-view reviews coming, Elimination Chamber review, and more likely a WrestleMania live reaction. So we'll see what happens. With that being said, though, take care, all my peeps. Have a good night. See